lived in a cultural world where people believed that all the goods of life, land, wealth, honor, and blood, etc., were limited in quantity and already distributed. They lived by the norm, "There's no more," where this came from. To get ahead or to improve one's lot in life was completely unthinkable. A person who gained something was always suspected of taking it, even if unintentionally, from someone else. This is shameful. This background defines rich and poor in Mediterranean culture. It is in this context that Jesus gives us the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, which is our reading this morning. The rich man is clearly affluent and blessed with surplus. His cultural obligation, common to anyone with surplus, is to give alms. To retain surplus for oneself is to be greedy. Lazarus is described as a poor man, but curiously Lazarus is not begging. Hearers of this parable would think the worst of Lazarus. He's clearly lost his status, and by not begging, he makes no effort to regain his status. But Jesus turns the story around. Both men die, and it is only then that we discover that the rich man was derelict. And even in death, the rich man doesn't get it, thinking his status will help his situation. Jesus is saying to the crowd that it is not Lazarus that they should fear becoming, but rather they should fear becoming like the rich man. Now hear the reading from chapter 16 in Luke, verses 19 to 31. Jesus told them this parable. There was a rich man who was dressed in purple and fine linen, and who feasted sumptuously every day. And at his gate lay a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who longed to satisfy his hunger with what fell from the rich man's table. Even the dogs would come and lick his sores. The poor man died and was carried away by the angels to be with Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried. In Hades, where he was being tormented, he looked up and saw Abraham far away with Lazarus by his side. He called out, "Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in agony in these flames." But Abraham said, "Child, remember that during your lifetime you received good things, and Lazarus in like manner received evil things. But now he is comforted, and you are in agony. Besides all this, between you and us, a great chasm has been fixed, so that those who might want to pass from here to you cannot do so, and no one can cross from there to us." The rich man then said, "Then, Father, I beg you to send Lazarus to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, that he may warn them, so that they will not also come into this place of torment." Abraham replied, "They have Moses and the prophets. They should listen to them." He said, "No, Father Abraham, but if someone goes to them from the dead, they will repent." Abraham said to him, "If they do not listen to Moses and the prophets, neither will they be convinced even if someone rises from the dead." Hear what the Spirit is saying to the church.
Thank you.